Namaste, Shubha Swagatam, and good morning, everyone. My name is Kavya R. Chavali. Na peru Kavya R. Chavali. Mi andariki Google for Startups tarpana marokkasari hardika swagatam. Ladies and gentlemen, I extend a warm welcome to each and every one of you today. And this indeed is a day that truly marks a whole new chapter. Now, some cities breathe history. Some cities breathe ambition. And Hyderabad does both. Because this is the city of makers, builders, and bold thinkers, people who imagine what's next even before the world asks. మన హైదరాబాద్ గురించి చెప్పాలంటే ఆలోచనలకు ఒక నిలయం, వృద్ధికి ఒక సమూహం, భారత్ స్టార్టప్ కలలు ఇంకా గ్లోబల్ అవకాశాలకు ఒక గొప్ప స్థలం. And today, we come together to witness a whole new milestone. And it is my great pleasure to welcome all of you to the launch of Google for Startups Hub in Hyderabad in partnership with the government of Telangana right here in the heart of T-Hub. Can we have a huge round of applause? Now this is an initiative that's rooted in one belief, that India's founders deserve every tool, every partnership and every chance to build not just companies, but legacies. Google for Startups has supported entrepreneurs around the world, and this hub marks a deeper, more focused investment in expanding India's startup ecosystem and the brilliant minds who truly fuel it. With that, firstly, we'd like to extend a special welcome to the Honorable Chief Minister of Telangana, Shri Anumula Revanth Reddy Garu, whose leadership and vision for a digital Telangana is the very foundation of a milestone like this. Can we have a huge round of applause one more time to extend a warm welcome, sir? Telangana Rashtra Gauravaniya Mukhyamantri Shri Anumula Revanth Reddy Gariki Marokkasari ma pratyeka swagatam. Digital Telangana kosam mee nayakatvam mammali enta protsahamistundi. So marokkasari mee samaksham maaku goppa gauravam. Thank you so much, sir, for joining us. We further extend a warm welcome to the Honorable Minister for Information Technology, Electronics and Communications, Shri D. Sridhar Babu Garu, whose consistent efforts to nurture the startup landscape have made this state a true hub of innovation. Can we also have a huge round of applause as we talk about innovation? Thank you very much, sir, for joining us. We also extend a warm welcome to the Special Chief Secretary, Shri Sanjay Kumar, whose roadmap of this collaboration has made this launch event possible as well. And we further also extend a warm welcome to Shri Jayesh Ranjan, IAS, Special Chief Secretary to Government and CEO Industry and Investment Cell, CMO. Special Secretary to the Chief Minister, Shri Ajit Reddy. Deputy Secretary, ITE and C, Shri Bhavesh Mishra. Shri Sai Krishna, IT Advisor, Shri Fani Nagarjuna, CEO Telangana Global Innovation Hub, the CEO of T-Hub, Shri Kavikrut, the leadership team from Google, Arijit Sarkar, Vice President of GTech Ads and Google Site Lead for Hyderabad, Mangala Seshadri, Senior Director of Engineering, Sachin Kakkar, Engineering Site Director, and Ragini Das, Head of Google for Startups India, and the entire Google for Startups and India's top partner teams that have worked relentlessly to make this day happen. We also extend a warm welcome to our partners, members of the media, and of course, the very founders who give India its incredible momentum. Because your ideas, your courage, and your stories, you are the reason that this very hub exists. Well, on that note, as we all know that the Google for Startups Hub isn't just meant to be a space, it's a community. It's a bridge connecting founders to investors, partners, government collaborators, and one day, hopefully, a global alumni network of innovators who have built, scaled, and succeeded. So with that, now, ladies and gentlemen, let's actually give it a start. And let's do that by hitting a rewind button. Let's take you back to the early plans, the first ideas, and the very moments that set this hub in motion. Let's begin with this video on the screen, please. Well, that indeed was a glimpse of ideas turning into reality, and I must say what a powerful start to this event. With that, let's march ahead because now it's time for me to invite someone who's played a huge role in bringing today to life. A leader who deeply believes in founders and in what a thriving ecosystem can unlock for the state and the country. So please join me with a huge round of applause as I invite on stage Mr. Kavi Kruth, CEO of T-Hub.
Good morning, everyone. We have a full room here. It is my absolute pleasure to welcome all of you today to today's event, to the launch of Google for Startups Hub. Please join me in welcoming our Honorable Chief Minister, Shri Revanth Reddy Garu. Welcome, sir. Please join me in also welcoming our Honorable Minister Sridhar Babu, sir, for IT, Electronics and Communication, Legislative Affairs and Industries. Please welcome, sir. We have a very large team here today that has made this happen. I want you to please continue in welcoming Sri Sanjay Kumar, sir, our Special Chief Secretary. Please join me in welcoming Sai Krishna Garu, our IT advisor. We also have BVR Mohan Reddy, sir, founding chairman of Scient and obviously board member of T-Hub. Please join me in welcoming Arijit Sarkar, sir, VP from Google. This wouldn't be possible today if we didn't have all the other delegates who are present here. Today marks a very interesting day for us. I think it's very easy for us to look at it as the launch of a new space. But what truly this is a new gateway. It is our opportunity to build something that is truly transformative, inspirational from here in Hyderabad and Telangana for the world. And this gateway that we are launching with Google today is a gateway to everything technology, everything AI, everything that means the future. Going beyond what has been, we have to look at what we can do together. And it is my absolute pleasure to welcome you all today and to begin launch of the hub. So thank you, welcome, and I'm looking forward to everything that happens from today towards our march to a $3 trillion economy in 2047. Thank you and welcome.
Thank you very much, Mr. Kavi Kruth. In fact, we are in the hub of innovation and we truly appreciate your heartfelt welcome to us all here. Well, that being said, it's now time to also invite on stage the Special Chief Secretary, Shri Sanjay Kumar IAS. And this is where we are about to gather a little more around the roadmap of this collaboration and the impact of what we can really expect from this Google for Startups Hub. Well, if you're all curious, let's have a huge round of applause. Please help me welcome on stage Shri Sanjay Kumar IAS.
Honorable Chief Minister Shri Revanth Reddy Garu, Honorable Minister for Industry and IT Shri Sridhar Babu Garu, Arijit Sarkar VP from Google and his entire team. It's really a privilege and honor to be part of such an event, the launch of Google for Startups. I'm sure it is a truly remarkable and defining moment for the young and bright entrepreneurs of Telangana. I take this opportunity to thank Google for having chosen Hyderabad for this purpose. Friends, yesterday itself we launched Telangana Rising 2047 document under the leadership of Honorable Chief Minister, where we have taken a pledge to make Telangana $1 trillion economy by 2034 and $3 trillion by 2047. And I want to share with you that in this ambitious journey, our startups will be very, very valued partner. Around the world, we have seen how thriving startup ecosystems have the potential to transform economies and create jobs. When founders are supported with mentorship, capital, and market access, extraordinary things happen. For example, Silicon Valley, the world's most famous startup hub. It has been built on a foundation of world-class universities, risk-taking culture, and a strong network of venture capital firms. Another example is Israel, which is called a startup nation, and that is mainly based on focus on R&D, cybersecurity, and deep tech. You know, accelerators like Y Combinator have a very strong role to play in the success of startups. Y Combinator has nurtured over 4,000 startups over a period of time. And to me, Google for Startups carries the same philosophy. T-Hub has been an incubator for startups, and by housing Google for Startup here, we are going to further strengthen this ecosystem. This will be a great opportunity for Telangana startup ecosystem where bright minds from institutions like IIIT, IIT, ISB, combined with domain expertise of various sectors of industries like IT, aerospace, pharma, under the mentorship of Google Startup. And friends, you must be wondering, what about the critical part, which is the oxygen for startups, access to funds? So under the leadership of Honorable Chief Minister and Minister Garu, during the recently concluded Telangana Rising Summit, we have launched 1,000 crore startup fund. And AI and IT will be a very, very core part of that. Our vision is very clear: to create an ecosystem where founder first principle is followed. And we hope that after this intervention of T-Hub, Startup Hub of Google and our Startup Fund, no innovator from Telangana will have to leave the state for want of mentorship and funds. And by working closely with Google, we will ensure that Telangana stays ahead of the innovation curve. Today's launch represents a powerful partnership, that is Google's global innovation expertise with entrepreneurs of Telangana. And if Silicon Valley can rise from small teams solving big problems, or Y Combinator can produce unicorns from tiny teams, I'm sure that this powerful partnership would create the next wave of global innovation that will start from Telangana. So let's build the future together. Thank you.
Firstly, thank you very much indeed, sir, for your visionary words. And if I could please request Mr. Rajesh Ranjan, the India lead of Core Government Affairs and Public Policy, to please come on stage and present a token of our gratitude. We'll continue gathering your thoughts and your valuable words, sir. And let's also have a huge round of applause one more time. Thank you once again. As we quickly march ahead, I'd now like to invite on stage to speak about Google's commitment to Indian startups and the role that this hub will play in accelerating their growth. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together as I invite on stage Mr. Arijit Sarkar, Vice President of GTech Ads and Google Site Lead for Hyderabad.
Namaskara and good morning to all of you. The Honorable Chief Minister Shri Revanth Reddy Garu, Honorable IT Minister Shri Sridhar Babu Garu, Special Chief Secretary Shri Sanjay Kumar ji, Special Secretary to CM Shri Ajit Reddy Garu, Deputy Secretary IT and C Bhavesh Mishra ji, CEO of T-Hub Kavik Krut, and our esteemed VC partners and the visionary founders in this room. First of all, a huge thank you. Hyderabad is home to some of the most critical and vital engineering and global operations for Google. So we have been here almost for a little over 20 years now, and we know the energy, the talent, and the ambition of the city. We know that the next generation of global technology is getting incubated here, maybe just across the hall. And today we are very happy to say that we are closing that distance between that ambition and the global scale that Google can bring. So today we are officially launching the Google for Startups Hub, which is focused on one goal: how to upskill our next generation of startups to help reach new global scale through technology like AI. And this has been possible through the profound support of the Telangana government and of course the incredible partnership with T-Hub. So again, a huge thank you to all of you. This collaboration takes a bit of a handshake and a dance, right? So it takes the handshake from Google in terms of providing that global technology. Telangana government's progressive policies and of course the ecosystem that T-Hub has established over a period of time. I want to also specifically call out the huge progress we have made with the Telangana government around getting all the GCCs, the hundreds of GCCs over the last few years, which also spars this innovation ecosystem in Hyderabad. Now, specifically for this hub is designed for the next generation high growth founders. And these founders are building and solving some of the toughest problems of the world. And you need nothing but the best access and resource to do that. And that's wherein the Google Startups for Hub, the Google for Startups Hub comes in as a resource. So it's as Kavikrut mentioned and you saw in the video, it's a fully equipped space with workstations, meeting rooms, and event areas designed specifically for high impact connections with VCs, with our experts, and with top industry leaders. But our commitment goes beyond this physical infrastructure. What is more critical and what we have seen really helps startups and founders like you is that kind of three things that we follow at Google is one, access to the global network, right? So with this, you're going to get a direct link to the community of global founders. You're going to get direct link to the community of engineers and technologists globally. And we are going to connect you to the Google Startup for Accelerators globally. So that will be a huge impetus in terms of learning from each other and discussing your problems and solving global problems. The second area is technology mentorship. This hub will provide like dedicated mentorship hours with our engineers and technology leaders, which I'm sure will help you deal with some of the toughest technological problems that you will face as you build your startups. And then finally, we are going to do curated programs as part of our global programming. So with that, you will get exclusive access to events designed specifically for you on how to grow your startups and take it to the next level. So you will have dedicated AI and machine learning labs, go-to-market strategies, and how do you really convert it into a business. So with that, we are super excited for this partnership. The hub is a commitment to empowering you so that we provide you the tools, technology, and mentorship to master AI and build responsibly for the future. So the journey starts now. We believe that the next generation of world-changing companies and even the future Google might be incubated right here. So that's our hope, and that's why Google is extending its full support to ensure that you succeed. So thank you, and let the innovation begin.
Thank you very much, sir, on accentuating around the importance and the impact of collaboration. With that, ladies and gentlemen, we now have the privilege of hearing from someone who's been a steady voice for innovation in the state, creating the environment, the policies, and the momentum that make days like this possible. Please put your hands together as we welcome on stage Shri D. Sridhar Babu Garu, Honorable Minister for Information Technology, Electronics and Communications, Industries and Commerce, and Legislative Affairs.
Andariki Namaskaram. A very good morning to all. In fact, yesterday, late night, our Honorable Chief Minister has unveiled our dream, our vision. A vision which shall endure to create a very strong and vibrant Telangana of 2047, of building a 3 trillion economy. So, even though it was past 12 in the night, early morning, to set the process of making 3 trillion economy, our Chief Minister is right here on the day one after unveiling our vision document, and respected our Honorable Chief Minister, Mr. Revanth Reddy Garu, and Arjit Sarkar from the Google team. Along with us, Sanjay Kumar, our Special Chief Secretary, Mr. Kavi Kruth, and the legendary figure of IT, Mohan Reddy Garu, and joined by us, our MLA, Raj Thakur, and our team of our, IT ministry all over here, and the Google team, and the possible and the future startups which are here to do something where, as you rightly mentioned, Ajit Sarkar just mentioned, the next Google will be from here. So we welcome you all, and special thanks to the Google, to the people who keeps us asking what has been done in terms of IT. It is our Chief Minister exactly a year and a half back when we made our tour to US. When, we made our presence in the Google office in the Silicon Valley. And we impressed your Google leaders, our Chief Minister just telling and trying to impress your Google leadership, where there is a talent, where there is an infrastructure. We are not going to create a facade. Facade has been built, but we are going to do the real work. And that has impressed, I think that has impressed the Google team over there. And in fact, we had many meetings with the Chendu Tota, Ajit Sarkar, and all the leaders from the Google team. And we have given the deadline that December 9th was supposed to be, is supposed to be our leader's birthday. And our Chief Minister was very keen to inaugurate this facility on December 9th, where we thought of celebrating our 2 years of successful journey after we came to government. As yesterday we were very busy in trying to map out our journey for 2034 and 2047, we couldn't able to really come. And the leaders from different parts of India as well as the globe of the Google team are here. And in fact, I thank you. The new beginning is going to start. This is a new initiative to mentor, to curate the future-looking labs that can be the businesses for tomorrow. And I see lots of potential, as Mr. Ajit Sarkar was mentioning, that how do we mentor to the global standards is most important criteria. How do you curate them? Because most of the people may be having ideas turning into action. When they put their ideas turning into action, somebody has to curate, somebody has to mentor. And the giant like Google, which has come down to Hyderabad to mentor and curate our startups, to innovate, is a big step ahead. And in fact, we are so proud of our young talent who are here, who can make things happen with a proper mentor who can curate. So when Google team is here, and this building specifically, now the time has come to create unicorns. Now the time has come, literally, because we've been waiting for the time to come to curate and mentor the potential of our youth, their ideas, and make them unicorns. We are not content with making, over a period of 10 years, 2 unicorns or 3 unicorns. Sorry to say, Mohan Reddy Garu, this platform has been created to create unicorns, to see that the startups, their vision turns into reality and comes. And for me, the best example, if you see long time back, and the great Infosys, which started with 7 engineers and can be grown as an international leader. And we have in front of us, Mohan Reddy Garu, a homegrown great entrepreneur, forward-looking entrepreneur, who thought of the new technologies and put the Scient company, and who does more business in US rather than here, right sir? Who does, get more income from US clients. So that is a product-based company which we are trying to earn millions and millions of rupees. Likewise, we have so many other people. And when we dream about it, yesterday I would like to share one good example. When many people have asked, I was being interviewed in CNBC. Then they were asking, how do you see when your chief minister was thinking of 3 trillion economy by 2047? I just told, if you don't have a target, if you don't have a dream, how can I put the first step or second step or third step? That is where our chief minister just thought, we'll keep a target, we'll keep some goal, and I have to dream big. And that's how he has become the chief minister. He has grown big, he has thought of big, he could able to make a chief minister. And the same way he is seeing the vision of Telangana people, not only in terms of, making a 3 trillion economy, how the 3 trillion economy can contribute to the welfare and the development of the people. That is called inclusiveness. That's what he told in his speech. My point here is, when technology becomes an enabler, and when it becomes an enabler to reach to a target of 1 trillion or 3 trillion, how well we can embrace, how well we can integrate the new age technologies, or the emerging technologies, or the cutting edge technologies, or the future technologies of quantum computing, which is coming to work for tomorrow. How can we really embrace them and become a greatest enabler of turning our dream into action, our chief minister dream into action, making 3 trillion economy. This is our vision before you. And this is the step where we can take the startups. When we have startups here, I can still claim the new addition of our talents like Darwin Box over here. Or when if you look at the aerospace, like a Skyroot Aerospace, which nobody would have thought that, we can launch the India's first private rocket. It has been done in Hyderabad. So, a large applause to the young guys who have made this possible. And it is not about the startups, where it begins, but how far its ambition goes. This is more important. And we are here from the government side to really encourage all the startups through the platforms like this. And the Google, from the year and a half, they've been working very hard to convince their leadership to come here. And after they made commitment to come over here, they needed the space. The space, immediately our Honorable Chief Minister thought about this space to see that the incubation, the real incubation takes place here. The real innovation takes place over here. How best we can really help all the startups to raise to the next level. And when it comes to the world of AI, and where they have the experience, this is the 4th center or 5th center, Arjit is 5th. It's the 5th center in the world. And there's 1st center in India. There's Google startup is taking place. And in fact, I'll tell, because Chief Minister Garu is having 3 other programs in a row, I will try to quote, because in these 2 years, how well this IT industry, because continuing the old legacies for the past 3 decades, how we are trying to keep up with a rapid pace competing with the global world. In 2024 alone, our startups here has raised about 571 million. It's 160% jump. For the people who ask us, there is no startup after 2 years, after 2 years. So this is an answer for them. With a health tech startup going about 2,139%, and late stage funding has soared up to 701%. We have about 2,500 plus startups in different arenas of functioning, attracting about 2.1 billion, an extraordinary 99.7% of the startup capital flowing into Telangana. Why I was mentioning is, why they are trying to put up startups over here. It's because the progressive and the forward-looking policies of our government. And many a time I keep interacting with them, my Chief Minister keeps interacting with them, trying to give all the encouragement and impetus required for the startups. And we are not looking at the scale. It is about the inclusion. Why I'm saying is inclusion is Hyderabad ranks 6th in India for women-led startups with 531 ventures raising about 417 million. So it's just that inclusivity. Yesterday our Chief Minister was speaking. Through Software Technology Parks of India, about 1400 startups have received support for 574 crores, out of which 44% are women-led. So I mean to say that tomorrow when we go for the Deep Tech Fund, and Honorable Chief Minister is going to literally announce a thing which can accelerate, which will accelerate the momentum in what we are trying to create. In the recent initiations of us for the past 2 years, we have come up with a recent addition in terms of the life sciences is one bio hub, a life sciences hub that is accelerating breakthroughs in vaccines and also in biomanufacturing and also in global health. And we are also coming up, with AI innovation hub, that will unify researchers, labs, computing power and the global partners into one accessible ecosystem for those startups too. Because we will be having the parallel startups where we will be exchanging the domain expertise of the Google with the AI hub and the AI domain expertise with the Google, and see that ultimately our goal is to create the great products for Telangana. We are planning to create incubation center in every government public universities guided by, we will take the help of the Google, and also innovation. We thought it has to come from every campus. So we want to democratize technology by making and ensuring the accessible to everyone who dares to imagine. When you speak about the GCC, I would like to mention, over the past 1 year, for the first year where we took the governance, we could able to attract about 70 GCCs. The first ever in India to attract 70 GCCs. In this academic year, we've already attracted about 75, and we have a target of about 100. We are trying to work it on. And coming to GCCs tomorrow, to the Google and all our, partners who have been partnering with us in the state of Telangana in terms of the GCCs. Now, it is high time with the mentoring or assistance or the cooperation from you. We would like to change these global capability centers as global value centers. So that's how we are trying to plan, Mohan Reddy Garu. Just you have to literally see. Before I close, and I would like to see all the young innovators who are here, who are supposed to be the startup founders, and to all mentors over here, and especially to the Google team. Thank you for placing your trust in Telangana's young talent. Your presence, tell them you are opening the doors, the global doors for them. They are right open right now at home. You are just starting. So every dreamer listening here to the Chief Minister to start and try and build what has been mentioned. If beginning feels uncertain, as the Sarkar has already told you, we will be facing so many challenges. But begin. And because in Telangana, no idea stands alone. We are there, our Chief Minister is there with you. Let us all build together where the world does not ask, can Telangana innovate? But says, where Telangana will be the world's next big ideas would be born. So I once again thank for the initiation done by the Google team. And the Google heads over here who would be taking this to the next course of their journey, and this shall become the history. And I thank our Honorable Chief Minister for sparing some time, amidst of his very pressed official work. And once again, I thank the Google and the team. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, sir, for your continued support. And if I could please invite on stage Mr. Rajesh Ranjan to also please present a token of our gratitude to Shri D. Sridhar Babu Garu. And we thank you always for believing in the power of entrepreneurship to move the state forward. So thank you once again, sir. Thank you once again, sir. And on that note, ladies and gentlemen, it is my absolute honor to welcome on stage our chief guest for the day, a leader who has been at the forefront of Telangana's vision for innovation, growth and opportunity. It is under his leadership that we all believe that Telangana state is what makes it true, from incubation to innovation. Ladies and gentlemen, with deep respect, may I please invite on stage the Honorable Chief Minister of Telangana, Shri Anumala Revanth Reddy Garu, and let's welcome him with a huge round of applause.
Good morning, friends, leaders, Google team. I'm happy to interact with all of you. You are among the best startups in Hyderabad. You are young, you have energy and big dreams. We have that in common. In 1998, there was a startup in California. Two Stanford University friends started it in someone's garage. It became Google. Today, we are discussing, we are praising Google. It has been started in 1998 as a startup. This is what I wanted to take inspiration. I wanted to share with you this inspiration. Last 2 days, we organized the Telangana Raising 2047 Global Summit. We shared the vision for our future. We aim to become a $1 trillion economy by 2034, a $3 trillion economy by 2047. Today, there are many companies who are startups less than 15 or 20 years ago, who are now worth billions of dollars. Google, Apple, Amazon, Tesla, Facebook are great examples for these startups. Last 25 years, many startups in Hyderabad became big companies in software services, pharma, and life sciences. Someone asked me, what is Telangana Rising vision for startups? Startups are like football. I gave football example because I play the game. In football, you have to work hard, practice hard. It is teamwork. But finally, winning is most important. It is the same with startups. From today, Hyderabad must focus on creating product-based startups, innovation startups, IP-intensive startups. I want Hyderabad to become a hub, not just for startups, but focus on unicorns. At least 100 startups from Hyderabad must become unicorns. Means companies worth at least $1 billion. We will work together to create a winning ecosystem. Today, Government of Telangana and Google are coming together to create support system for you. My government is creating 1,000 crore startups, 1,000 crore startup of fund of funds. Use these resources, use these funds, and become the next Google. Only one suggestion is that you have to become one more Google from Hyderabad, Telangana, or at least $1 billion company. Thank you. Jai Telangana.
Ladies and gentlemen, if I could request once again Mr. Rajesh Ranjan to please present a token of our gratitude, and can we have a thunderous round of applause one more time for that visionary thoughts. గౌరవనీయుల ముఖ్యమంత్రి గారికి మరొకసారి మా కృతజ్ఞతలు. If I could request you to please join our audience, sir. We have a logo reveal. If I could request for a few minutes of your time, sir. While I request all of you to take your seats, we'll have our Honorable Chief Minister, sir, to also join in. Ladies and gentlemen, while we gathered the visionary thoughts of our Honorable Chief Minister, we also request for everyone's attention, because it's now time to introduce the stars of this journey.